Hey guys, so as you can tell by the title, today is going to be a full face using drugstore. Yeah, the only thing I don't have is a primer, but I never use primer. Let's just get started. First, I'm going to start with my moisturizer. This is the one I've just been loving recently. It's a gel moisturizer, so it's just a little bit lighter than cream for summertime. Yeah, so I'm just going to apply moisturizer as my primer. I do this all the time. So I'm just making sure that I really got this all in. And also I'm going to try and use a lot of drugstore tools to do my makeup because I already use a lot of drugstore tools, honestly. Like, I love the Real Technique sponge and a lot of the Real Technique brushes I love. I have a lot of e.l.f. brushes that I love. So for foundation, you guys have seen this before. I used it in my glowing skin one where I did the red or like orangey red lips. All of this focus. Okay. And going in with a Eco Tool sponge. So a lot of these things are first impressions too, so I'll kind of just like say it as I go along. Like, I've never used this sponge before, but I always use the Real Techniques one, so I was like, I'm gonna try a different drugstore one. So I can tell you guys both are good. So next, I'm going to take this NYX concealer. And I've used this before, but I used it a really long time ago. This one's brand new because I didn't have it anymore. So I don't actually know, remember how I liked it. Also, I could have went a shade lighter, but the shades are at my drugstore. I think they had more, like they have more, but at my drugstore it was like the shade range was not good there. I'm gonna take the other side of the Eco Tool sponge. I'm just gonna put a little more concealer in the inner parts of my eye, and then I'll drag it to my lid. This spot, girl, do not forget that spot. You should always put concealer in your inner corners. And I'm just using a brush to get really in there. I'm not gonna set it right away because I'm gonna use this NYX, what are they calling this? Illuminating stick. It is shimmery. Well, not shimmery, but it has like a sheen to it. But I'm gonna use it as my contour. It will give you like a nice, summery glow. Oh, this is so pretty. Never used this before, forgot to say. It's like super creamy, like not thick at all. And it does give you like a nice glow. So this is the contour. That was such a win. I'm definitely gonna be using that all the time. It looks so pretty. I really love it. This is good, but I dropped it and I broke it. That's why the yellow is I didn't use all that, it broke. But I'm gonna actually use the yellow side to try and brighten up my under eyes. On the rest of my face, I'm gonna go in with the Makeup Revolution one and just lightly set the rest of my face because I do want this to last. And I'm not doing like no crazy makeup with like glitter on my eyes. I just wanted to do like show you that you can achieve your everyday makeup with drugstore makeup. So next I'm gonna do my brows, and I'm gonna use a new product to me. Not a new product, but to me it is. And it is the, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to do the YouTuber thing. It is the NYX, I don't know what they call it, NYX Micro Brow Pencil. And this is in the shade Chocolate. When I think of chocolate, I think of chocolate. This is not chocolate. This is like caramel. Oh my goodness. This is so warm tone too. The color might be a flop for me, but the brow pencil is really nice. It feels like very similar to my Anastasia one. Okay, so I have this little e.l.f. quad, just for a little eyeshadow, showing that you can get, you know, simple, cute, everyday makeup with drugstore. And I think this is perfect. I'm gonna use this shade right here that says it's for the lid for my transition shade. These are a little bit like powdery, but you know, things may be a little bit harder to work with in the drugstore, but the result is gonna come out the same, I'm telling you. I'm gonna go in with the shade Crease and just keeping it a little bit lower than the first shade. Also, that first brush, it was a drugstore brush. It's by the brand Moda, I think it's called. Moda Pro. You can get it at Walmart. Same thing with Real Techniques. Real Techniques, you can get it everywhere. CVS, Rite Aid, Walgreens, Walmart, Target, Ulta. I even see Real Techniques brushes in like TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I don't know what I just said, TJX. I don't have another drugstore brush for this one, but I'm gonna go in with the one that says Line. Just putting this in the outer corners. This shade I would say is the least pigmented out of all of them so far. Or out of the other two. And, I don't know, it looks nice. And yeah, I just kind of blended that into the crease. Just happened, girl. You know, you never know what's gonna happen. I wanted to keep it just in the outer corner, but here we are. Same thing on the other side. I'm gonna go back in with the first shade that we used and just kind of make sure it's still there, still peeking through. I'm gonna go in with the shade, with the base shade, and I'm just gonna clean up the lid, and I'm using a flat, oh wait, do I have a drugstore one? I keep forgetting to use drugstore brushes. Yeah, I'll go in with this Real Techniques one. It's just smaller than the other one. I'm just gonna clean up the lid a bit. I'm also gonna go in with the base shade on my brow bone. I'm also just adding some to my inner corners. I am super impressed with these little eyeshadows. Like I said, yes, they were like a little powdery, but it's $2. You can live with a little bit of powder. So now we're moving on to bronzer, blush, highlight, all that. So I have this e.l.f. bronzer palette, and these are the shades. I'm gonna use the two matte shades. I'm just gonna mix them together and then go in. This is also Moda Pro. Find it at Walmart. like I said. I'm just mixing those two shades together, and I'm just gonna bronze up. Next, I'm using this L'Oreal blush in Coral Lift, and it's like a cream. It's a cream. Maybe I should use a more dense brush because it's a cream. Okay, so I'm using a Real Techniques brush, and it's like super glowy too. It's nice. I think it's pretty. I also have the blush palette of this, the e.l.f. blush palette, and that is also very nice. I think I've used it before in a tutorial. Have I? I don't know if I have, but I have it and I like it. For highlight, I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. highlight. It is in the shade Moonlight Pearls. I used to have this highlighter, but I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if I had this exact shade, but I know I had one of these e.l.f. big highlighters before. But this one, it looks super nice. I mean, it's very natural, but I don't mind. Like, I hate the trend of blinding highlights. Like, I like blinding highlights, but like, no, people have just taken it way too far. Like, I think this looks so pretty. Like, I hate like streaks of highlight that people do. So pretty. Everything so far has worked out great. I am going to add a little bit of lower lash line mascara. Even though I'm not adding eyeshadow, I don't want it to be completely bare. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous in Carbon Black. This is the best mascara at the drugstore. This is the best mascara, period. Not at the drugstore, like, just period. I also tried the new L'Oreal one, but this one still wins to me. And I know I have lash extensions now, but I did wear this on my lashes before, and it would make my lashes look so great. Like, so great, so thick, long. All we have left is lips and then some setting spray. And then yeah, then I guess I'll give my final verdict. I'm going in with the Revlon Color Stay Lip Liner, and this is in the shade Blush. I don't know if it's Blush or Rose Fard. There's two names, but I've used these before, just not this specific color. This is like so much more pink than what it looks like. This is not this color. So the lip liner was okay. I do like those lip liners, but that one was like so off the color. It did not look like what it said. But for my liquid lipstick, I'm going in with the Super Stay Matte Ink by Maybelline, and this is in the shade Seductress. Like, in the tube, these look like they're gonna be a perfect match, right? Wrong. It's such a wrong color. This smells like, I just feel like my mom wore lip glosses that smell like this a long time ago. For setting spray, I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Pro Spray and Set. It's the Makeup Extender Setting Spray. I'm just taking this just to like get the eyeshadow off of my lashes. So now that the lip is dry, it did dry down matte. It's just a little bit sticky. I do like it. Like, I would definitely wear this, and it's such a pretty color. Like, it's literally the same color as my lips. This just goes to show you that you don't need $1,000, you don't need $2,000, you don't need Tarte Shape Tape, or I don't know what's an expensive foundation, but you know, you just don't need all that. You don't need Anastasia's eyeshadows, girl, because this looks like I just used a Soft Glam palette, and I didn't. I used this. I wanted to do this for the everyday person who isn't, you know, like all into makeup, but somebody who obviously still has to go to work every day or school. Not saying you have to wear makeup, girl, because you cannot wear makeup, but you know, if you would like to. The only thing I didn't have that I would normally use is a brow gel, but this can definitely be used as a brow gel. Definitely. 100%. I would definitely use it. I'm just not, because I actually use that on my eyelashes, but that could definitely be used as a brow gel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.